What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Storm Sessions podcast. My name is Danny Enriquez, and I'm here with the leader of Miami's 2025 defense, linebacker Wesley Bissainthe. Wesley, how we doing?
Doing good, man. Bless.
It's year 4, man. Been around the block a little bit. How are you feeling as the old man of the group?
Oh man, like you said, man, getting old, man. 4th year, just happy to be a leader to the youngins and just be a better role model for them.
I know you're old because we were talking about massages and stuff and stretching out. You know, that's an old man conversation. You'll be having that one for the rest of your life. But you know, had a chance to talk to your mom, learn a little more about you. Your family. Samara just graduated. She's a brainiac out there. UCF. Your little brother Jabron, Riley, your little sister. Just talk about, man, where it all began, just growing up here in Miami, the city that you're putting on for right now.
Man, it's amazing, man. I started playing ball about the age of 6. Went to my mom's accent. I played football, and look where that got me. Just the support system for my family and them just coming to all my game. My mom hasn't missed a game and all my years of playing football. So just having them and extra motivation every day to get up and go to work, man, it's a blessing. Yeah,
she told me a story that you wanted to play a little earlier, and she said, just wait till you turn 6. And right when you turn 6, you're like, all right, let's go.
Let's do it. I guess the game just gravitated towards me, I guess. And I just ran away with it. And I never missed the opportunity and I made the most of it.
One thing she also told me about that time period is like right when you got on the field and started balling, you told her like, see, this is why I wanted to play.
This is why I wanted to play. Yeah, exactly.
So tell me about that, how it felt. Just like, you know, it's one thing to want to play. It's one thing to kind of say, hey, you know, I'm pretty good at this. How'd that feel when you first got on the field?
Oh man, it felt like I was at home. You know, it took a little used to. When I first got on the field, I had to get used to it and everything. But I feel like once I got like used to it and everything just like kind of started slowing down for me, it became like second nature.
And one thing people don't realize that aren't from here is just how serious youth football is. Forget high school, just like youth football. Like a lot of times there's free agency and Pop Warner, you know, all that. One thing that I learned about you is your team, your park that you were on, it wasn't like that was a powerhouse team, at least at first, right? Mm-hmm. So what was that like when, you know, your team might be losing a little bit, but you're still out there playing and staying loyal to your team?
Just staying loyal to the coaches, man. The ones who believed in you, your teammates, the one who you going out there with every day, man. And I just felt like I was at home. I felt like I didn't want to go. I didn't want to be one of those kids to everybody's going over there, let me go over there. No, I wanted to be good. I wanted to be great at the park I was at. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's a good trait of mine, and I've carried that for a while.
Yeah, a lot of people from like Indiana or something, they don't get recruited till they're 17, 18. When did you first start getting recruited by somebody to try to get you to play for them?
I started getting recruited like the end of my freshman year of high school.
Well, I'm not talking about college. I'm talking about just to like play at their park. Like when did people start trying to get you?
Oh my God. Like you said, at a young age, like coaches try to come talk to my mom like, hey, Miss Samantha, we would like to get Wesley over here at this part, so and so. And I never went for it. I always stayed grounded. Like I love that trait about me.
And it wasn't just football, right? With you, you also played some basketball. Tell me about your basketball game.
Honestly, I play basketball in the community. My cousins, I feel like he the one really put basketball in my life for real. We used to play in the backyard, just have little mini games, playing games like hustle, one-on-ones and stuff like that. So I feel like he the one really influenced me. And I played a little bit in high school, actually. We didn't really have a tall team, so I played like the 4 and the 5. I was kind of the big man on the team. So yeah, I feel like I was physical, so that's why they put me there. So
your game was like a linebacker. You weren't out there shooting threes and trying to be finesse.
I was getting rebounds and getting in the paint and getting to the foul.
And you played linebacker from an early age, right? It's not like something new to you.
My whole life. First time probably was like 10. I started playing linebacker, and I fell in love with the position. And I said, this is the position I'm going to play and stick with.
What'd you like about it?
Just the physicality, and we the ones who running the whole show. You know, we telling the D-line what to do, the DBs what to do. We calling everything. We the general. So I like the feeling of being the general and having the defense on my back.
Now, those who follow you on social media and just me talking to your mom, a lot of people call you Papi. Apparently, that's short for Papi Chula. Now, I don't know. I don't think you're one of ours, right? You're not no Hispanic origin, but where did the name come from?
Like you said, my mom just started calling me it, and I guess it just stuck. My youth coaches started calling me the name. My family, my aunties, uncles, cousins, sister, whoever, everybody just started, and it just stuck. And till this day, so when I go home, it's all you hear. You don't hear Wesley.
Well, it means like a ladies' man. So is that something? Is that how it started, or you don't even know?
Nah, I can't really tell you. I just know my mom started calling me it.
Well, I know you come from island descent. Haitian on your dad's side, Jamaican on your mom's side.
Mm-hmm.
Food wise, I heard you're really good at you're a connoisseur of different types of rice.
Yep.
Who wins that battle, the Haitian side or the Jamaican side in terms
I'm
of
going
food?
Haitian every time. Haitian rice every time.
What do you like about Haitian rice?
I don't know, like the taste, the texture. I don't really know. It just got its own flavor. I don't know what they do or how they do it, but I love it.
And academically, always been on point with all that stuff. What, like, obviously your sister kind of blazing the trail. Why was it important to just stay out of trouble and do things the right way from the beginning?
Well, my mom really made sure that I didn't go in that route, and I really appreciate her for that. Because just growing up in Miami, I've seen a lot of kids, go to CSI, that's what they used to call it, or so and so. So I try my best to stay out of those situations and just try my best to get my grades up and play sports.
Well, you obviously went to one of the best schools in the state. At that time, it was the powerhouse. I know Teddy's got Northwestern coming up now, so we'll see how that plays out. But Central's been the team, right, for a long time. So you going in there as a freshman, not a situation where a lot of people play.
No.
I understood you got on the field, then got demoted at first. What was that like when you come in like, man, I'm a freshman, I'm playing at Central, I must be the man, and then having to take a step back and go to JV for a minute?
It definitely opened my eyes, and you know what? I needed it. I feel like I needed it. I went down there with my old linebacker coach, Coach P. Love him to this day, man, and I feel like he put me under his wing, and he said, we're gonna make you great. And I went down there. I kept my head down. I kept grinding. I had a great JV season. When that was over with, I went back up to varsity, and everything just took off from after that.
I know sophomore years when I first heard about you, you kind of blew up on the national scene at that point. Just talk about your Central career. How many state championships you guys win while you were there?
I had 3.
3.
I got 3 rings. Yeah.
So what was it like just being part of that kind of run?
Man, it's amazing. And I feel like we earned it, you know what I'm saying? Like every day at Central, like me and Bain, like we grinding every day on the practice field, and look where it got us. Got us 3 rings, and I could fully say we really went out there and earned it. I'm not gonna get into the details, but yeah, that's Central football for you.
And just playing high school, I'm sure you played Traz and all that. For those who are not from this area, what can you tell about just high school football, really the football culture in general down here, and what makes it kind of a little different?
I feel like it's nothing like Miami football. Like when Central played the West or Kansas City played the West, like it was always just a big thing. And you look up, that stadium is gonna be full, and it's an experience that I can't even explain. Like it's one of the greatest experiences ever. Like just the Northwestern and Miami Central. It's nothing like it. I promise you.
So sophomore year, again, you're already pretty much a prospect at that point. People around here knew where you were. When did you start hearing from UM in general?
UM was like I believe UM was my second offer. We played the West. It was a packed night. It was the time Manny Diaz was here. He came out and he came to see Cam Kitchens, Terrence Lewis, all the kids they were trying to recruit. I didn't have a name out yet. I went out there and I did what I did. By the end of the night, they hit me up and they offered me a full ride scholarship, and it took off from there.
What's it like being in high school? Because when I was a sophomore, I was still trying to figure things out. Already you're gonna have a chance to go to play college, right? You already know people are looking at you as potentially someone who could play football as a profession, right? Yep. At that point, it was kind of really being projected for you. So what's it like being a young kid, high school student, knowing that future's in front of you and you got to just kind of make sure you get to it?
You definitely got to stay grounded. I try my best to be humble. I was always a humble kid. Everything came early, but you just can't you can't let all that outside noise get in your head. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay grounded and work. That was my sophomore year. I still have my junior year and senior year to really show these coaches what I'm about. And I feel like I did that. And just coming to college and same thing. You got to stay grounded, humble, and go to work every day.
And what was it about football in general? So like, I try to get hobbies out of your mom. I'm like, what hobbies do you have? And it's just football, basketball when you were playing basketball, but really football.
Yeah,
what was it about the game that you love so much?
Man, I just fell in love with the game, man. It gave me a joy. Like when I'm out on that field, I feel like I'm a different person. Like I feel like off the field, like I have a personality, I'm funny, but when I get on that field, like you're gonna see me, like, and I'm gonna make my presence known.
And just the work and stuff, like, what were your hours like at Miami Central as far as like, because obviously you're a student athlete now, you got your whole thing mapped. Like I know you guys were out there working.
Yeah,
like,
most definitely. We had 2-a-days. We would go in the morning, do weight room, do some agility, then we would come back and we got the track. That track was something serious, and it used to be hot. We would be out there running 3100s, 14-400s. Like it was crazy, man. But it was all good work, and look where it got me.
Was the goal always from you when you were like a 6-year-old kid, like, hey, I'm trying to make the league, or was that something that came more realistic when you got to Central?
Definitely something that came more realistic. When I realized that, like, I'm really good at this sport, and I feel like I could play at the highest level. So just like I said, staying grounded and grinding every day till I get to that point.
You were a national recruit, right? So you had the Miami offer, but it wasn't like Miami was your only offer. You had every school in the nation pretty much coming at you from a young age. Mm-hmm. What was the recruiting process like for you?
Honestly, it was stressful. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Yeah, everything is a blessing, don't get me wrong, but just really like going to every school and looking at schemes and how they do things, it was really hard, and it weighs down on you when it comes down to that last moment for you to put the pen and paper. So it was very stressful to me.
What were some of the things you remember from that recruiting process that you were just like, wow, man, that was kind of crazy? Either someone showing interest or just something that you saw in one of the visits. You're like, man, this is a different deal here, getting recruited to play college football.
Man, when Coach Cristobal came down and he came to Miami Central, he made Miami Central his first stop. That spoke out a lot to me, because even though he came from Oregon and he came here, he could have went anywhere else. And he came to Miami Central to try to get me. So that spoke out a lot to me.
All right, so let's talk about that process here. So Manny Diaz recruiting you, right, since you're a sophomore. Mm-hmm. The whole thing is kind of unwinding a little bit as far as him potentially being the head coach, but you're still looking at Miami. I mean, your process is going on at the same time that the whole coaching situation is playing out.
Yeah.
So what's it like with you? The whole city's talking about, is Manny going to stay as the coach? Is there going to be a new coach? Not knowing how that's working out. Plus, for those who don't remember, this is December. So it's literally the same time you're trying to sign.
Yep.
So what was that like for you going through that process while there was all that uncertainty?
That process was kind of crazy. You building with a coach and you don't know if he's gonna be there. So now you gotta see, like, you gotta look at everything but it was all good, because when Coach Cristobal came in, they let us redo our visits, you know what I'm saying? So we got another chance to have an official visit to Miami. I think around that time you're gonna do like 5 visits. I don't know if that's changed in the recruiting process now, but so we was able to do an extra visit, and I was able to get to know Coach Cristobal more, and the coaching staff at that time. So it was a great experience.
And you mentioned it, but Mario went straight from the press conference to see you. You're the first recruit he visited. He was still wearing the same suit that he was wearing from the press conference. So just the impact that had on you, knowing that, I mean, he could have gone anywhere. He's known for recruiting, and then he's showing up to see you.
I thought that spoke volumes, man. Just coming straight off the plane, you know what I'm saying? That spoke tons of values, and it showed how good of a recruiter Coach Mario is. And I'm blessed to have him as a coach, and can't wait to go to work.
Was he recruiting you at Oregon as well?
He recruited me for a little while, but around that time, a lot of schools knew I wasn't leaving Florida. Like, it got to a point, like, schools knew, like, this kid's not leaving Florida. Like,
again, a lot of unique things about your recruitment, right? The timing, Cristobal being visiting you first. and then the big billboard right there on I-95.
Yeah.
That's got to be pretty surreal to see that, have your family see that, right. The same street you're driving by every day to go to school and everything.
Man, honestly, it was like a dream. Like just growing up in Miami, like you watching I'm at the U games throwing the U up, and to be on the billboard for the whole city to see, like that, it was a crazy experience, and I can't thank Coach Cristobal enough for making that happen. Because everybody can't be on the billboard, and he made it happen for me, and I'm blessed.
Was your family sending you pictures and stuff like, hey man, I'm looking at you right now?
Most definitely, yeah. My pops, my mom, my aunties, they all sent me pictures. My mom's friends, so it was great.
So that's the recruiting process. Everybody's telling you how great you are. Now, boom, you're a freshman and you're back down at the bottom of the totem pole. What was that adjustment like?
Man, I feel like I just had to let the game slow down. I feel like I was overthinking a lot of things when I first came in, because the stuff wasn't hard. Because at Central, I feel like we ran a pretty complicated defense, so I feel like it would transition well when I got to college. So it was just a matter of really just things slowing down for me, and I feel like it did towards the end of my freshman year. When I ended up starting, everything slowed down for me. I got comfortable with that defense, and then and then my sophomore year, coaching changed, so it was a lot. But
and just the adjustment to Coral Gables, because people think, you're from Miami, that's no thing, but it's really, Coral Gables is a lot different than the rest of Miami. So what was the adjustment just going to the University of Miami?
It was good. Just, I'm in Miami, but when you're in Coral Gables, it don't really feel like you in like the city you grew up in, because you up here most of the time going to practice, and then so I know it might seem like, oh yeah, he's from Miami, he's home, but even now, like I barely like be in the city. Like only time I'm down there is to see my family, my mom and them and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's definitely a difference for sure.
And then just some ups and downs, right? Because it's not like right now we're obviously 10 wins. It's been you could see going back, this was a steady building process. Mm-hmm. But at the time, there were times when it wasn't looking so hot, and you were part of that. What was it like going through some of the early struggles with the adjustment to, how this staff goes about their business and trying to get to where you guys are going now?
Honestly, man, I feel like I've seen everything. Like I done been through all different type of waves, and man, I feel like I done seen everything. Just coming like from freshman year to where we was to where we got to junior year, I feel like Coach Cristobal has done a great job, and I feel like we just got to finish it off with this season coming up and really put a stamp on it.
And one of the plays, I was there in California, I remember make a great hit on another Miami guy, Fernando Mendoza, a great clean hit, physical hit.
Yeah.
But we got to sit there and wait for the call. What was going through your mind while you're waiting to see that targeting call play out?
Man, deep down, I knew it felt like it was all shoulder. I knew it felt like, but I didn't know what way the refs were leaning. So now it's like if this is the targeting call, this could hurt us. But if they give me the stop, we got a chance to win this game. You know what I'm saying? So it was a third down. So like I dropped back into my zone coverage, and I seen like he, like as soon as he pulled off, I was like, I got to get him down. So instantly I just dove and tried to hit him with my shoulder, and he flew. But nah, that play was crazy, and I'm just glad it went in our favor. We was able to score that next drive, and we was able to finish out the game.
Now we're talking football, but just off the field. I know we mentioned the football is kind of your main hobby, but now that you've been in Miami, you've had a chance to, like, is there anything you do in the off season to relax, or do in the off time to relax? Because you do have some downtime when you're not in school and working.
Yeah, I got downtime, but I try to stay working out. Like I try to get a workout in every day of the week, no matter what it is. Just do something, no matter if it's just going out there doing a walkthrough with Coach Heatherman, or just getting a little pump in, or doing some little sprints. Because in college football, time is the last thing you have, honestly. Look at me now. I feel like I just came in here. I'm on my last year. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you shouldn't take time to too much time. You can do what you do, take a vacation with your family, but just hurry up and snap back into reality, because at the end of the day, time waits for no man, and you got to get to it.
I gained some weight in college, but that was more beer and pizza. Your weight looks pretty rock solid from what I can see. How much of weight have you gained since you first got here?
40 pounds.
So just from a diet standpoint, how'd you get to that?
I feel like the upgrades and the nutrition that we've had has played a big role. The food is really good. You just got to keep eating, man. Pack extra meals, put them in the fridge, store them, and just eat consistently. Drink a lot of water and protein and protein shakes every day. And you got to be consistent. If you're not consistent, it's not going to work. And that's what I've learned. It's definitely a process.
Well, in terms of off the field, I know one thing you did do was you took a trip with the University of Miami down to the Dominican Republic. You're building, was it a basketball court?
Basketball court, yes.
Talk about that experience, giving something back when you could have been doing anything else in the world for yourself, but you're doing something for others.
Honestly, I feel like that experience, it made me look at the life we live in a whole nother way, and that we're like truly blessed. Because when I went to DR, I think we were like the poorest neighborhood in Dominican Republic. And it was like this one little street that had like built houses on it and a whole bunch of little kids and people just sitting outside every day. And it was like you really getting in touch with nature and the people. And that just building that basketball court, like we put in hard earned labor. Like even some of the media people chipped in, and like it was a crazy experience, man. And
no phone, right? For a little bit.
No phone. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard a story about some guy rolling up on a motorcycle with a chicken. You got to tell me about that one.
Yeah, so a guy rolled up on a motorcycle choking the chicken. I'm guessing that he was gonna eat later. So he pulled up choking the chicken, ended up cutting it with a machete and putting it on the fire later. Yeah, basically that's how it went.
Did you look at your next chicken meal a little different after that?
Most definitely. It definitely opened my eyes, and I don't know. I know I eat chicken, but like if I was to see the chicken get like all that happened in front of me, I don't know if I saw it.
So look, a lot of people see the good stuff. They see you making plays and everything else,
Yes,
but
sir.
the days that you don't want to go in and work out. You mentioned you're working out constantly, but sometimes I know your body's not feeling good. I know you're waking up early. You're like, man, I got to get this workout in. What pushes you to go and get the workout in when you really don't want to do it?
Like I said, time waits for no man, and you got to always understand. One of my old coaches tell me all the time waits for no man. There's always somebody out there working harder than you or competing with you. And what you gonna do if you laying down? You don't know. You gotta get up. You gotta go to work.
Yeah, we got some questions. You're a popular guy. I got some questions here from the fans. Wants to know why number 31.
Okay, so when I came in, it was numbers up for grabs. They tried to give me 52 for Ray Lewis, but I was like, nah. And then I was just like, why not 31? Sean Spence was a great linebacker here. I love this tape. I was like, why not 31? So I said, I'm gonna just go with 31.
Have you talked to Sean Spence since you started playing?
Oh, yeah, I did a little camp with him when I was in high school. We keep in touch with each other from here and there, but.
Do you hear from any old linebackers that have played here before?
Most definitely. I talk to John Beeson all the time. I see John Vilma all the time. When Ray came, that was a crazy experience. I think he came here around last year and came to talk to the team. Man, it was crazy. Just seeing him front and center, it gave me chills, man.
What are some of like the jewels that you picked up from those guys as far as just like lessons and things that you've applied to your life?
One thing that sticks with me till this day, it was this past season before Florida State game. Ray was an honorary captain, and I went and clapped him up, and he whispered in my ear. He said, "Hunter's Hunt." It just like it replays in my mind every day. Like even when I'm in practice, like Hunter's Hunt, like that, like it's repeatedly in my head. Like I just use that as fuel. Like when I'm on the field, like you got to be a dog. You got to go get what you want. So.
How does it feel that the next Dade County or South Florida or any linebackers watching you play and doing your thing, and you're inspiring them? What like now that you're in that seat, you're not the freshman anymore. You've got a little bit of a reputation, and people have seen you. What does that mean to you that others are looking to you?
Man, I'm blessed to be a role model, man. I just go out there every day and just try to get better. You just gotta try to get better every day. Just sit yourself down, look yourself down in the mirror, and tell yourself like you got this. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed. I feel like I came a long way. And I worked up to this point, and now I just gotta let the whole world see. And I'm blessed to have the youngins looking up to me, and I'm gonna continue to keep on trying to be a good role model for them.
Yep. Another question here, just about your mindset headed into this season, right? I know it's still June, so you're focused on the next thing, right? Your next workout, everything else. I know you're not thinking too far ahead, but being a senior, heading into your last year, just kind of what's your mindset?
Every play matters. Don't take no play for granted. Got to get into the best shape of my life. Keep your body right. That's the most important thing. Just taking care of your body and taking care of your body and taking every play a play at a time. Don't take no play for granted. Don't take no opportunity for granted.
Got a question here. Who's the best dressed player on the team?
The best dressed player on the team. I'll probably have to say me. If not me, I'll probably give it to Malik Bryant. Malik Bryant, he could dress.
So, but you guys focus on, like, you focus on it. It's something that's important to you.
It's not as important, but I feel like when I do it, I feel like I'll be putting it on.
Hey, listen, it's how you do one thing's how you do
another.
That's it, man. So you got to do it right.
Yep.
Question here. What's your favorite moment so far? I know you got a lot of moments coming up about being a Cane. Your favorite moment that you look to?
What was my favorite moment about being a Cane? Or
just like favorite moment as a Cane so far. So like 3 years in,
okay.
What favorite moment?
It got to be that Cal game. We was down, how many points? 25 points. And we came back. A lot of people don't know, like, when we went into that locker room, we really had to, like, keep a level head and really go back out there and really work for that game. Like, that game was one of the best games I've been a part of in my whole football career. And I never take that game for granted. We came back from 25 points.
Yeah, I don't know if your family was out there, but the people were throwing trash at the section where the families were. I mean, it was a whole thing, man.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah.
Leah wants to know, what's your favorite part about playing football for Miami?
My favorite part, I'm from Miami, man. Just being able to go out there and play in front of my family, my supporters. You know what I'm saying? My old coaches that watch me play, it's a blessing. Like, all of them could come to the game and see me play. That got to be my favorite part. Born and raised, watch the Canes.
20 years from now, you're retired from the NFL. You had a great NFL career. What are you gonna be doing?
Man, I want to do real estate. I love houses. Like, even when we used to drive past neighborhoods with my mom and I used to see houses, like, I fell in love with them. Like, that's something I really want to do. Like, when I'm really said and done, I want to get into real estate, and I might even get into modeling.
Okay, there you go. In terms of an area that you like, I know, once you got your NFL contract and you're looking for a house down here, what's an area that you like?
I love the houses in, like, Fort Lauderdale area. Like, they houses are big, like
a little more space.
yeah. But I love Fort Lauderdale. They houses are beautiful.
But still, Miami versus Broward football, you're still taking Dade County.
Dade County all day, baby.
Okay.
Dade County all day.
Broward's starting to make a little bit of a move here. Central, you guys are the only people holding it down.
Yep. Yeah. They are.
Well, hey, Wes, man, it's great talking to you. I know fans have loved watching you play throughout this time. Excited for this senior year.
Yes, sir.
And appreciate you joining us. Remember to like and subscribe to Storm Sessions, Canes All Access on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. That's Wesley Bissainthe. You already know who it is. Watch him this year for the Canes.